Good afternoon. Thank you so much for inviting me today. My name is Dr. Rodney Mogan, and I'm going to talk to you today about the Business Owner Playbook. So I'm real excited to be here talking with the Association of Small Business Owners, and really excited here to really help you figure out some different things. So you've heard of a business plan, you've heard of communication plans, you've heard of marketing plans. And what is the number one reason why those don't always work for business owners? Well, those are all great answers. Thank you for putting those in. The main reason why is because they're generally static, they're not dynamic. And so you're probably wondering, well, no, I mean, business plan, we redo it on a regular basis. Yeah, but you're doing it for a period of time. And you're looking out for 6 months, for a year, for 3 years, or whatever. It gives you a guide. Don't get me wrong. It gives you a blueprint, just like when you're building a house you are going to actually have a blueprint and you have the different plans out there and you know where to put different things. That's great to start. However, as you grow, when it's more than just you, now you have two, three, four, five, 50, 60 people. And I know a lot of you in this room have over 25 different employees and you have different roles and you have different money coming in. That business plan, although you may have updated it for the next 12 months, it's not very clear to other people what you're really trying to accomplish. And that is where the business owner playbook comes in. This is a living, breathing document. It is there for you to be able to use with your team. And in fact, a lot of the clients that I work with, they actually laminate it, they put it in a notebook, and all of their employees from bottom level all the way to the top level carry that notebook around with them, have it at their desk, and they look at what's going on in there every single day. They have checklists, they have different things. So the business owner playbook, how it really started was as you can tell, I'm a sports guy. So one of the things that I did was I always had a playbook for sports. I always had a playbook for the different events, different things that I was doing. So I took that. I also am a business owner. I've opened up my own business several different times. I have different business plans for each one. I kind of combine the two of what do we really need to do? And we've all heard of job descriptions, we've heard of different things. So I call those plays. And so my director of marketing for organization A in the business owner playbook, not only does she see her plays, she sees the plays of everybody else. So she knows how she can support everybody else as well, and vice versa. So that director of marketing, we may have 6 or 7 different pages of things that she's responsible for and checklists of what she needs to do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. I review that with her in our regular reviews. So it's not something that here, go do this, and I never talk to her about it. She knows I'm going to be bringing it up. She knows that I'm going to be talking to her on a daily basis at the water cooler or when I stop by to say hi. And a question I might ask is, you need any help on your checklist? Or, hey, I know one of the daily tasks is to post 3 social medias. I've only seen one. What is, what's the holdup? What do we need to fix? What do we need to work on? How can I help you? So, what have I done by doing that? Number one, I've given some clear directions of what I expect. Number two, she now sees what everyone else in the organization sees and what they need to do and what she needs to do and how vital it is for her. So think back to a play, you're not just running a route, you're running a route as part of an overall play because if you don't run that route right, different things may happen and what you're actually going for isn't going to accomplish. So everyone has to understand everyone's role. Number three, because I understand everyone's role and because everyone else understands everyone's role, I can provide immediate and direct feedback, but also assistance and help to them. That's the business owner playbook. That's the concept of it. Now, what do you need to do to kind of put that together? So it's going to be similar to that business plan. We need to have financials. We need to understand what those financials look like. But it's more than just your P&L, because really your P&L does not tell the whole story. You need to really understand and think about what is your revenue sources, what the different roles of all the different individuals in your company do to contribute to that revenue source, but also how they take away from that revenue source. And then start building up their plays to build that revenue. But then also thinking about how much revenue growth do I want to see? Do I want to see this, this, this? Do I want to have 30% a year? Am I okay with where I'm at? How am I going to do that? So again, going back to my director of marketing, how is my director of marketing, those different plays, those checklists that I'm going to put in there? So I use the example of social media. How does social media drive that revenue? How does it then lead to sales? How does it then lead to revenue coming in? How does it so on and so forth? So those are things that you need to do and you need to look at and figure out so that you're making those tasks because you need to know your number. If the plan is a good start, you actually need some existence, you need some knowledge, you need some experience for the playbook to really work. This is why. Number two, as I said, you need to know your numbers. So you need to know what is your cost per client? What is your revenue per client? What is your cost per ad? All those different things lead to that so that you know, okay, well, here's if I do 3 social media posts or if I do 5 social media posts, I'm going to get this. I know that if I do 3 social media posts with a call to action every single day, one of them has to be a video. But if I do that every single day, I know that I'm going to generate 5 clients per week from that. Those 5 clients will bring me X in revenue. Then when I design my playbook, I can actually put all those different things in there and I know exactly how to hold my marketing director. That's one of her responsibilities, responsible, making sure that I get her a video, make sure that I get all these different things put in place and that she actually writes the content. She gets them posted and she gets them out there and we get X amount of responses, all those different things. But then I know that that's going to generate X amount of leads. Now I can go to my salesperson and I can say, hey, we've got the 3 videos up. How many leads have we generated? Oh, we've got 35. Okay, great. Who's following up? How quickly are we following up? Well, how are we following up? What information did we get? What do we need to do to change in the post or the form to get better information to get conversion? See what I'm saying? Everything lines up. And so then that's number three is if the salesperson knows what the marketing person, vice versa, they all know what each other is doing. The accountant knows that, okay, this is what this person is doing, this is so on and so forth. That is vital. Have you ever been in an organization and you've looked at maybe a leader above you or you looked at someone else and you go, what the hell do they do all day? I know I do. I, I've always wondered that. Like, all right, I'm doing all this and they're just sitting in their office. What do they do all day? I can do that. I want to be there. I don't want to have to do anything. I can just sit there, so on and so forth. We all know that's not reality, but that's how we all think about it. And so we all think that we have really one of the worst jobs in the organization, that we're doing all the work. We don't understand what everyone else is doing. That's where the playbook comes in. If you are reviewing it, if you are working on it in different meetings and really talking about the different things, so that when you're holding a meeting, you have this playbook of, all right, sales director, you're supposed to get X amount of leads. Where are we falling short? Or are we getting too many? Are we not getting the right amount of leads? Now I'm starting to connect. Okay, well, mom, I'm the marketing director and this is my job. And almost he's yelling at the sales director because of this. Oh my God. So this is what I need to do. Marketing director, the website, different things, the video editors. What do you need? What is holding you up from doing this? Is it me? Is it somebody else? So now everyone knows that I'm holding everyone accountable, but they also know what everyone's role is. Think about it similar to a basketball court. You have a play. I used to be the center on the court, so and I had the point guard. One of the ways that we generally started our offense is I would come up and screen for the point guard. But that would also mean the 2 wing people would have to go crisscross, go through the key on the baseline with our fifth person generally setting a screen for one or both. If one person does not do their job, If I forget to pick and roll and my point guard just knows I'm going to screen him, and then I don't, and he and loses the ball, I just let the whole offense go. Or if one of our wings just stands there, it means his defender stays with him. Thus, our point guard, who's driving the ball down to start the offense, now has his defender plus the wing guy's defender on, and my defender potentially as well. So those are all different things that need to work together. And if we don't understand what each person is supposed to do, then the whole play breaks down. So that's where the whole playbook comes in. So really, number one, you need to know financials. Number two, you need to know your numbers. Number three, you need to make sure you have constant communication and constant understanding of what everyone in the organization is supposed to do. That is the business owner playbook. Now, we can go into a lot more detail, but that just gives you a start. And that is really the whole key thing here is just to start really looking at what are you trying to accomplish? Where are you going? And then who do you need on there and what roles do they need to play? Then how do you get them to work together? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's the Business Owner Playbook. Have a great day.